Hey guys, Kev here, and I'm gonna rip through a couple unboxings. One is a knife, one is just some stuff that came in. My time is becoming a lot less available for YouTube, so hopefully I am able to keep up one video a day or so at least. We'll see what happens if things change. Right now it's just a lot of Devo stuff because of the pre-order that just dropped. This is from Modus Works. So I picked up a slider from Jonas, good dude. And I tried out these hybrid plates in the, I'll just show you the thing. Here it is. I love it, by the way. Modus Works wrapped V2, blasted Zerk, black micarta inlays. And what I have in here is hybrid plates. So I have these, which has 2 strong magnets and 2 medium magnets in the center. I have that on one side, and then the other side I have just all strong magnets. And what that gives you is just enough give to do really nice moves like this, but not feel strained. Like with the strong magnets, I just felt like I was fighting it a little bit, if that makes sense. Although right now I'm like, this feels kind of weak, but it really comes down to using this. If you use it over and over and over, it becomes kind of tough to use the strong ones because you're just like, you know, it's really strong. So it's satisfying at first, but then it slowly becomes annoying. So I like this hybrid way of doing it. But I had plastic hybrids. So I ended up ordering some different ones just to try. I didn't have the strong ones in plastic. 3D printed. I wanted to test like what's the difference between 3D printed and aluminum. Like, do they feel different? Do they sound different? So I ended up ordering those as well. I ordered extra screws because I just feel like you could easily strip those, and then you don't have extras in the box. And then I guess he threw in some of these shim things. Maybe they're dampeners. So I don't know, like maybe I could take out those, but I feel like what they're gonna do is make them rattle, right? So anyway, I got all this stuff to test out. I'm not gonna do a video on it right now because it's just, I've already done a video taking them apart. So I don't know if I'll go crazy with all this. I kind of actually like it the way it is set up right now. But I did want to swap out for those aluminum. So maybe I will do that real quick. Trying to move fast though because I'm supposed to take my daughter for a drive so she can take a nap, and I want to get a shower, so I just don't have a ton of time right now. So these are the plastic ones right here. So this is what I had in there. Will this work? Oh, that would be so cool if I could just take that off. And then he told me I actually had these in the wrong way. You can put it in this way or this way, and I had it this way. But that puts the magnets to the outside, which means when you do the ladders, it's going to go... I'll show you. Look at that. It actually just... Oh, no. Yep, popped right in. That's awesome. See if we can do that again. I doubt it. That was luck, right? Oh. Wait, this way, right? Yeah. Look at that. Holy cow. That was too easy. So, what did I mess up? Hear that? That's because these fell out. See? They're not dampeners. They are, they keep it from rattling. So these go in like that. And then you go like this. Pop those together. Yeah, I don't notice a difference at all between aluminum and plastic. I think it's a mental thing, and I think it's also just a bougie thing. Some people just don't want plastic, you know what I mean? So I do have all this stuff for them. I just have a lot of shit from him. which is cool. I'm glad I have it all. I got all these different plates. I have them all spread. Oh my God, I didn't realize how much of this shit I had. So what I'm going to do is just put all this back. These two go with the other ones. Let's do this. You'll notice I ordered 4, but I only used 2, and that's because, again, I have the strong ones on the other side, so it's kind of like you don't actually need all 4. All right, fold that up, get it in the bag. All right, I don't know why it has to go in the bag, Kev. Just put the bag in here. Shut that somehow. I'll put it facing back so it pops up. Yeah, there we go. All right, and then I have a sticker go in my sticker bin, and I have a patch that I'm going to put right onto a pouch because I do actually really like the look of this patch, which reminds me, guys, the Devo Knives Dead Nuts patch is going to be up on the website very soon. It's probably already up if you're watching this because of how long it takes me to do things. Guessing it's already up. Let's see if I can get these both on there. Does that look dumb? That looks dumb, doesn't it? I do like a triangle move somehow. It's the one thing I don't like about this patch. It's like a square, so it kind of looks stupid, if that makes sense. Put these down there. Like that. Straighten this one out. I don't know. I'll rock that for a little bit. Anyway, that's the wrap. And again, I'm not used to it right now because I was playing with my Compaform Argyle V3 yesterday, which just has a lot stronger magnets. Not a lot, but stronger magnets. You can't adjust this one. And what I was saying about which way you put the plates in, when you slide it to this position, you'll see here it's about halfway across, right? Well, when I had it in the other way, it was sitting like over here. Like right, it's hard to hold it, like right there. So it was right on the edge. I don't know if I like that more or less, but it's still really easy to pop over. So anyway, that's the wrapped and the Modus Works stuff. Really enjoy that slider, but it's pricey, $450. But it's also made in the U.S. by a dude in a shop. Okay. This is from Jack Wolf Knives, but it's not a Jack Wolf knife. My buddy Ben Belkin was at USN the Gathering over the last weekend, and I found out that Protech had a new Mordax, and I asked him to pick me one up, and he's a good buddy, so he did it for me, which was really kind. And then apparently the Protech people recognized me or something, my name. Which was cool. So they said hi, which is dope. Oh, it's a lot bigger than I remember, but that's cool. So this is a Mordax. Let me just put everything away. It's like a receipt or something. I think it's a receipt. Here you go. Mordax. Black handle, stonewash Magnacut, 34 of 60. And I guess this is for the Gathering. I don't know if that's what that stands for. I'm not a big, I don't go to the Gathering, and I don't really like it being right on the middle of my handle. It kind of sucks, but whatever. The centering is a little off. It's moving around a lot, so we'll see. Detent feels pretty good. Dropped shut, so I'm hoping, yeah, it's just a little loose. So it's got this green button. Must be a G10 button. I don't think it's going to glow. It feels thinner somehow. I don't remember the Mordax feeling this thin. It feels good. And then you have the choil, which I didn't always love the choil because it just felt like it was trying to poke me kind of. It still does that. It's just like kind of tight and sharp in here, if that makes sense. By the way, I already have a couple of people lined up for this if I don't want to keep it. I do, like, I want to love it. That's why I bought it. Look at that action, though. I mean, they just kill the detent action on a button lock. Can I fail it? No. Is there a little play? Yeah, a little bit, because it's a button lock. It's just kind of how it goes. But if you flick it, it flicks out. Now, downsides. No hole. Nothing to reverse flick. So I don't know if I can get my buddy Brent to put a hole in this, but I don't think I'll get that far. There's the spine. And it is Magnacut, which is interesting. I guess we could test the edge. Ergos feel pretty good. Getting to that choil. Yep. Nice and sharp. I believe somebody actually asked this after I bought this and got the answer. They are heat treating Magnacut now to 63. Let me get a bit for this because I believe it takes a different bit. So let's just be careful here. I think it's a little loose, so I just want to search around and see if I have those bits. I think they're in here. There we go. There's this. Nope. This should be it. What? Wait. Oh, they switched to a Torx? No way. Yeah. Well. What's this one? T8. Yeah, it's really tight too. I just didn't want to jack it up. The centering's coming around a little bit. And now it's tighter. I really want to Loctite it. So what I want to do is loosen it, but I'm just afraid of using the wrong bit. It almost feels like a T9. Usually it's one of these though, but I can tell it's a star. So they switched to star bits. Yeah, look at that. They're all... Is this T6 then? Oh yeah, that was loose too. Does that go all the way through? How are they doing this? Yeah, okay, that's usually how they do it. I'm just trying to feel this out, guys. Hey, maybe we take it apart and put skips in? Should we do that? Maybe that'll help us with the centering too, right? All right. All that time I didn't have, all of a sudden I'm gonna take a knife apart. I'm a fucking idiot. My wife's gonna be real excited. All right, put this away. Put this over here. I do have some new Loctite to test out. I also have this stuff called Alpha Glue I wanted to test. It's supposed to cure really fast and stuff. I'm thinking maybe that'll be good for this. Just concerned this is actually a T10. There's just a lot of wiggle in there. So I want to try a T10 or a T9. T15. Come on, Kev. T8. T10. Okay, it's not T10. T8. T9. Yeah, it almost feels like a T9, so hold on. Yeah. Yep. T9. Oh, wait. God. It's like an in-between. It's like a T8.5, guys. Look at all that shit in there. Whoever assembled this for the show didn't tighten the pivot all the way down, or it got flicked a shit ton while at the show, and that's why. So actually I can just leave this attached. That, and I'm gonna need the T6. It's the body screw. I hate removing these screws because I just feel like they're always a pain to get right. You always have to like play with the tightening on those. Should be it. Just gotta be careful. Am I missing one? That one's out. The clip screws are just clip screws, yeah. I mean, I need to pry. Yep. Okay. Careful with the spring, Kev. I don't know why it doesn't want to come. What am I missing, guys? Nothing, right? Looks... Yeah, it's like slowly working. Oh, maybe if I can get... Jesus, Protech. Serious? I mean, it's cool and all, but... Oh, now I can't... Okay. This sucks. Let me grab bigger pry bar. Can't get it off because of the damn... If this just popped off, we'd be fine, but it doesn't want to pop off. And I don't want to, like, be whipping the blade around either at this point. Oh. Jesus, Kev. There's a screw under the clip. Hopefully I didn't just bend the shit out of the frame. Just like wrenching on this thing. Luckily I was using a plastic pry and not something else, but there we go. Okay. Hopefully I didn't just fuck the whole knife up, but it's gonna fall apart now. Idiot. Okay. We all know I'm an idiot. Production run 1, 319. Okay. It's production run 1, 319, yet it says 34 of 60 on the blade. That's interesting. Or on the handle. Look at that. What is that shit? Alright, alcohol. We need to move. Grab my Devo cloth. You can see the shitty bearings. They're probably going to be 3/16, 1/16, because we're in America. But 5mm will fit, and that's usually what I use in Protechs because they seem to give me better action. But we'll see. I'm not going to mess with the oil in and around the button because they had that dialed in. There was no stick or anything. 122101. Okay, put those over there. Grab my skiffs. We could try the 3/16. That's what's supposed to go in there. So I also have Delrins, but I don't want to use that. So grab 2 of these. Make sure they roll. These roll, and these roll. Okay, so we are going to take the KPL original, guys. Check out knifepivotlube.com for all of your knife maintenance needs. Use code LeftyEDC at checkout and you will get 10% off your order and help a brother out. See, they fit perfectly. Yeah, I think these are going to be fine. So here's the deal. You have to put the button in as you do it, so it's kind of a pain in the ass. And I lost the spring. Oh, there it is. Okay. So the spring goes down, right? And then the button pops into the spring, basically. Or you can do this and kind of seat it into the button, but it's not like stuck in it. I wish it was. I wish there was a little notch or something. I think it would make this part easier. All right, so you got to kind of get the blade in through that notch as you're pushing the button down. And this mat is really small. It makes it a little bit difficult, but I think I got it. I've done this a few times in my day. See? And then you want to get past the notch so the button can't shoot out, which it still might, because my luck, but... Whoa, okay, Kev. Okay, so you got oil on your bearings. You want to keep it away from the button. Well, I just don't want to cause sticks, so let me put this away. Everything else is either in already or will be in. Let me clean this out. I got a little bit of that red shit in there. Should get one of my Q-tips, but I'm not gonna because I'm pressed for time. So as I push down, I'm gonna kind of like push this button over so it pops into place, and you'll see what happens. Just like that. So now I have it kind of seated. I'm gonna pop the blade into the locked position, and now it should just sit like that. So now we can put it back together. First thing I'm gonna do is neatly start threading in the stop pin. I'm gonna try this stuff. This is called Aran Alpha Gel Instant Glue, and this is what people use for bearings in spinners. And I'm thinking this is gonna work because it doesn't cure like in 2 seconds like super glue, but it also doesn't take 24 hours, so it's kind of like a nice medium apparently. Just want to make sure I actually get it on there. There we go. All right, I got a little bit on there. This is the one for the stop pin. No, it's not. Whoops. This is the stop pin, I think. I should probably figure this out before I do anything, but I think that's a clip screw. Put a little bit on there. And guys, don't, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but don't be afraid of super glue in your knives. It's easy to crack once it's dry. Alright, and then I want to put some on here. Like that. For now, I'm just tightening it down. I'm hoping I have time to adjust it, but we'll see. Well, I can... Centering is close. No play. Swings down pretty good. Can I tighten it more? Get a little bit more out of it. Just want that centering to center up. That's good. Man. See how it just looks a little bit off? Yeah, I think it's pretty damn close. And we're getting a little bit of stick. Check this guy. Okay. Put these in. Yeah, so we still had some tightening to do there, so I'm hoping that centering comes around a little bit more. Unfortunately, it's not gonna like completely seam up here, but I don't think that's the point. Honestly, it almost looks like it made the centering worse by tightening those, which kind of sucks for me, but whatever. Probably gonna have to live with it. Or talk to Protech about it. I'm sure Protech will love hearing from me. I'm glad they went with T6s all around though. That's pretty cool. Well, not T6 all around, but torque, sorry. And no, I don't love T6, but the fact that it's not, you know, these crazy standard bits or what a hex bits is cool. So that's the Aaron's glue. We'll see how that works out. Detent feels good. Swings down. I definitely tightened the shit out of it. But the skiffs should help it break in. No play. Almost looks like a compound grind. You see that like kind of hump there? That's goofy looking, right? You see that? Oh, it almost looks like a compound grind starting right there. I definitely have stick now. Don't think I had any earlier. I always have stick on my Protechs. It's like a thing. Yeah, I'm hoping the skiffs will break in and then we'll have the dangles. I mean, we're already kind of dangling here. So, stick is getting worse. That's the one thing that always bugs me about Protechs is the stick. And it's like I can't escape it. I don't know what it is. Oh. So it's just the flick that's doing it. The softer you do it, you don't get any. And they always say to oil your button, but like, where's the stick coming from, I wonder? Is it coming from where it contacts the blade and popping off the blade? Or is it coming from this portion right here where it goes through the handle? I always feel like it comes from that portion over there, so I'm not gonna oil this, right? You would put a little bit back there maybe, but would I want any on the tang? Like, do I try that? Like, put a little dot right there. You could try it, or don't know if I can get in there with my marker. It's right here, right? Yeah, I got in there. See if that does anything. You can wipe that off with alcohol, so if you don't want your streak of definitely got the action down. Centering is goddamn. I just want it to be there. You know, you want it. Why are you gonna put a line on the knife and then not hit that mark? That's just my thing with it. So, do you see any contact on it, or is that it already rubbed that off? No play. So I think the glue already cured, which is good. I don't know. I just don't really understand. They say oil. I just don't know if putting oil on my button is going to help. I feel like if anything, it is going to make it worse, but maybe I'm thinking of it in the wrong context. I'm not thinking of it like a button lock. I'm thinking of it like a frame lock or something. Put a little bit of oil there and see what happens. I could try putting oil around the button here, but I really don't think that's where the I don't think that's where the issue is, but could be wrong. Oh. I don't know. You guys tell me where you would put the oil or where you do put the oil. Probably just going to carry this today and see what I think. Ultimately, the button stick is just annoying as all get out. And I just literally can't escape it. It's always there for me. So, we'll see if it breaks in though, because it's brand new, obviously. I really like the action the way I have it. Perfect. Centering. You know, I can live with it. I'm just going to let it go now. It actually looks good now. If you look at the blade, it's... Yeah, it's right between the handles. I mean, duh, Kev. And I'm looking like down here. It looks good. So, yeah, I'm going to carry it. Give it a shot. We got the Magnacut Mordax. I know half of you are like, oh my god, he's going to sell that in 20 minutes. And I don't. But I want to give it a shot. I really miss having a Malibu. And I always wanted to have a cool Mordax. And I never did get one. So I think this is going to be worth a shot. So I'm going to actually try. And I love a Ferrum Forge flipper tab. I just do. I don't love it down here, but I love it, you know, when you're deploying it. So it's getting better already. So there it is, guys. The Ferrum Forge / Protech Mordex in Magnacut. USN the Gathering exclusive, I suppose. And we tested out some Aaron's glue, alpha glue. It seems to work. It's a little easier to work with than super glue, although it seemed very similar. You just put it in and tighten it down, and you can't really make adjustments after that. So that's the key with super glue on a knife. You just have to be sure. You have to like know how tight you want it and everything, and then just do it. Loctite is good if you're going to try to adjust it. I was told about this stuff from Harbor Freight. I was told this is really good for spinner bearings too, which I'm assuming works for knives then, right? But I think this is really just Loctite number, you know, like I have 242 Vibratite, I think, or 122. I think this is basically the same stuff. So I'm just, you know, and this is a type of super glue. And I got this from Unquiet Hands, in case you want to look it up. So I'm going to shut up now. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. Shout out to Protech. Thank you for helping me get one of these. Shout out to Ben Belkin for helping me get one of these. I really appreciate. Damn, you see that action? No side to side. I mean, those bearings are breaking in like butter. Look at that. Love it. I can't wait for the sounds. Oh, yeah. I'm very excited. Stevie's going to be proud of me, too. Shout out to said Stevie. He's a big Mordax fan. He's going to be happy I got one of these. So, love you guys. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.